Hi everybody, it's Bonkai922. Okay, you're noticing the fairy tale chapters are coming out late. Ooh, they're not coming out until like late at night. Oh my god. Late, like late Friday nights, almost into Saturday morning. What's up with that? I guess Hero's just taking his time with it. All right. Anyway, fairy tale 286. I'm going to give this 2 ratings. I know that seems weird, but for what happened in this chapter, it's needed. The beginning of the chapter, I didn't like the fact that, Milana, she's... You get the gist where I'm going with this. Also, I want to mention before I get into this review, I'm going to redo my anime collection vid, because I don't think anyone noticed it, but I've got rid of it originally. So I'm going to do like a 3-part anime collection thing. Part 1 will be the anime DVDs that I have. Part 2 will be anime Blu-rays, and Part 3 will probably be figurines. So look for that. But anyway, it's time for Fairy Tale Chapter 286, Laxus versus Laxus. Laxus versus Alexi. Now, page 1, we got, the standings, and we know that Raventail's is number 1, Lamia Scale is number 2, Sabretooth is number 3, Mermaid Heel is number 4. Actually, Mermaid Heel is tied with Fairy Tale A for the 4th spot, and then we got Fairy Tale B, Blue Pegasus, and Quattro Puppy. And at the bottom, we got, Alexi saying, finally, the time has come, let's go. And that's how we get things started. Like I said, I'm giving this 2 ratings. I didn't like the beginning. No one mentioned it, but middle, I guess it wasn't that point of a fight. It's Milana against, what was she fighting? Who's she fighting? It says, the Grand Magic Game Day 3, full of surprises is stormy, 3rd day roars on. And we got match 1, Mermaid Heel, Milana versus Quattro Puppy, Semus. And he says wild, and she says, super strong. Victor, Milana. She gets the victory. And for that part, I'm going to give it like a 3. It was, The ending? No. The ending deserves far more than the beginning. The beginning was, you get like that kind of feel towards it. So that's what I feel. I feel like the beginning wasn't really good, but that part. But moving right along, we have we get a scene with Urza saying you've improved, Milana. Was nothing to do with that. Lucy has a little comment. And I think bound, There's little commentary here and there. And Natsu saying, I had a hard time against that too. And then we get the second match, which is Sabretooth Rufus against Blue Pegasus's Eve. And Eve is throwing out snow magic. Rufus. Remember, this is Rufus. He does memory magic. Memory magic. And we get the beginning of the fight, and he says, I'm memorizing that magic. And he does close it. And the guy from the Magic Council that's there, he's saying that, Eve was a ruined knight, a member of... He says he was a ruined knight and member of the custody enforcement unit, the same as us, so on and so forth. He was always an outstanding talent, but after entering a guild, his magic power has been polished further. And then that's when Rufus does, hopefully I'm saying this right, he says, memory make. And then the Gray says, there it is. What is that? The molding magic? That's what Leon says. And then we get a scene with Altair and Merity, and she says, a magic that gives form to memories. And then Marvis says, an ancient spell. And then he pulls out Burning Fields. Mayuru Taichi no Go. Burning Fields. And he's using snow, so you get what's happening here. And he just makes it and just burns him. It's like, wow. So that fight was interesting, pretty good, pretty badass. I thought it was pretty good. And especially after what happens, he's all battered and bruised. The match is over. He put up a valiant effort against Rufus, but to no avail. Rufus strong as expected. And then we get this scene where Gray's like, he pounds the like railing, and he says, "Memory make. Defeating him is my job." Okay. So he wants to fight this guy. He wants to go balls out on Rufus, so we can see that's going to happen. And then we get an interesting scene with Blue Pegasus, and they're telling Ishii, we've really fallen in the rankings. And he's like, Ishii saying, BADs, like a flower's perfume, we still have our secret weapon. We have our secret weapon. It's very important, so I say it a second time. Thank you for the lesson. His real identity, who could it be? The other members of Blue Pegasus are talking about saying that who's this other member? We don't know who this other member is. It wouldn't be against the rules, wouldn't it? And then the pumpkin guy's there, and he says, let's start the next match. And then we just get this page, after that whole thing was taken care of Laxus against Alexi. Now, at this point, even I didn't know what was going to go down. This actually shocked me. Because I thought Alexi's magic, to some extent when I saw it, I thought it was duplication magic. Like he was cloning himself to the person he was fighting. But that wasn't the case. Remember, anyone who wears a mask in any manga, they're hiding something. They're hiding something. So, moving right along, they're facing off. It's Laxus. And, as it says, the opponent is from Iron's Guild. And Julia says, that I feel a very unpleasant promotion. And the other commentator there is talking to... I found out this guy's name from the Magic Council. Lahar. He says... He's asking him, you brought your people from your unit. He says, yes, regulations and such. Look out for Raventail. If there is any impropriety, stop the match immediately. So then we got Makarov sending out his troops. Sending up Fairy Tail. This is like, oh man. Let's keep an eye on this because they fucking cheated before. Let's let them cheat again. And then we got Warren doing telekinesis to Biska, and she's got her sniper on Iwan. No movement, and he says no movement from Iwan Master. Over. Now, and then we get another reception with Lisana and Lisana, Evergreen, Big Slow, and Freed. They're there looking at Raventail, who's up on this balcony. And she's saying that, no conspicuous movement from them. And says, Lisana says, things won't go like they did the first day, little ravens. And Freed is like pissed off. We won't let you hurt Laxus' pride, so on and so forth. And here's the thing. Did it occur to anyone that Iwan and Raventail isn't really moving? I'll leave that for your curiosity later. Okay. Then there's a conversation between Mavis and Makarov. No, nothing at all. Something the matter. She's saying that, you'll do anything to protect your friends. I'm enjoying the situation just a little bit. It's splendid. And she's saying that the ultimate form of this skill that I hoped for is now right before my eyes. And then there's a conversation between them further where they're joking around. You're the 6th, no, I'm the 7th. Okay. And then it says both parties into the front. Start the match. From my old man's guild, huh? And that's what Laxus is saying, who are you? And then all of a sudden, boom! Just like, knocks out Laxus. And as this goes further, he's just beating him up. Everyone's shocked, like, what the fuck? Just cranking out Laxus to a point. Like, what is going on? This is crazy. Who is this masked guy? Can't even lift a finger. And it's really bad. And then we realize that this is an illusion. It's not really happening. Laxus is talking to Alexi while this is going on. Holy shit. Remember what I said? Guy wears a mask. Guy wears a mask. He's usually hiding something. Something big. So, further on, he's telling him, the others can't see us, our real bodies, the ones that are talking right now, nor can they hear our voices. Rather, right now, they're watching illusions fighting. Has noticed. Spectators are watching a scene of that Laxus, unable to even lift a finger. And Makarov's like, why is Laxus one-sided? Iwan hasn't moved. Nothing from here either, probably. Shouldn't it tell everyone, if they're not moving, something's going on here? But no one can tell. So, that's the whole stick. Moving right along, it seems like you're admired even in the guild. I wonder what your friends are feeling right now as they watch. This is what Alexi's telling him. I don't understand all your intentions at all. Laxus is saying, what's the point of your winning the illusion? Actually, that's not my aim. I'm not here for victory. This illusion is just a smokescreen. We can change the result however we'd like. Depending on our discussion, I can even let you win. There's nothing to discuss. This has nothing to do with the illusions right now. I'll dispose of you. That's impossible. Reality sure is cruel. Even you wouldn't be able to simultaneously defeat all of Raventail's elite. And one more thing. Dun dun dun! Dun dun dun! They do the dun 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 music. It's Iwan. And I just took a look at King of Lightning. He was saying, how can they not? Simple. King, it's simple. There's no way to do it. Before the fucking tournament, he must have done the magic. He created a spell. Yeah, it's simple. He created an illusion of his own self. He duplicated himself and have him walk around the ring, walk around, sit in the stands, so on and so forth. Meanwhile, he's in the match. That's how he did it. At least that's what I think. That's how he pulled it off. Before the game started, he created a duplicate of himself. And seeing as how, I'm sure there's ways of him for people to find out. If they could just, remove your mask. But if he's there, there's no suspicion. Now is there? But that's my opinion on it. So it's Iwan. And he says, you should know of my strength, right, stupid son? And he says, I figured out you like that. Shitty pops. Makarov would die before he opened his mouth, but you're different. Let's have you tell us, shall we? And then he's telling him the location of Lumen Histoire, which is the underground lair that Makarov showed Guildarts. That shining thing, remember? Remember that? So that's what he wants. Iwan wants. I don't know what you're talking about. I really don't know. So Laxus is basically saying, I don't even know what you're talking about. Even if I knew, I wouldn't tell you, you stupid douchebag. You're saying that you'd pass on a victory even under these hopeless circumstances? Even you won't accept the conditions then. Just having your illusion lose wouldn't be... You always did things in such a... And this is what Laxus is saying, roundabout manner. And all I know about how Gramps cut you out. Bring it all of you at once. And it says the bonds of father and son, all they can do now is fight. What sort of resolution will this fist of collected fates bring. Master's enemies are my enemies after all. And he's like, it seems you need to be taught a lesson about the strength of Raventail, the specialized anti-fairy tale guild. And next chapter is going to be 287, Real Family. And that's what went down. Holy shit. Now remember I said, beginning, 2.5, 3. End, 4.5. So overall, I'm going to give this, I don't know. I'll give it a 4. For now, it's a 4. However, next week, holy shit, hero, you better not troll. He trolls, there's going to be hell to pay. Hell to pay. That's all I got to say. Now, before I end this video, because it's really stretching now, I can see this ending in 4 ways. Number 1, Laxus wins. He exposes him. They get booted. Raventail gets the boot. Cut that Raven out with this tournament. Cook it up for Raventail jerky. Okay. Number 2, Laxus loses, which will be a fucking bullshit, especially if he trolls him. That's number 2. Number 3 and number 4, interference. By Mavis, or maybe Makarov has a conversation with Lamia Scale and asks Yuka, because remember that guy Yuka? He supposedly does the magic that cancellation magic. So he could go in there and stop the illusion. That's the only personally, that's what I believe will happen. Now, if they get revealed, if he defeats all of them, 5 members, his father, and it could be done. I think it could be done. Hopefully he doesn't lose. It's gonna be real bullshit if Laxus loses. I really want to see. I want to see Raventail get theirs. The good villains, the great villains, I like them, but I really want to see them get theirs. I really do, especially Ivan. He needs to get his, you know. So I see him. He could handle. I think Laxus can handle Flare and Marrow Pudding. They're fucking bullshit artists. He can handle those two. The problem, Orba. That's going to be a problem. If he can take out Orba and those other two, all he's got to deal with is his father and that snake guy. So, from Raventail. So, we'll see how this goes. Very good chapter, except for the beginning. I liked what I saw. Next chapter is going to be maybe we'll get a flash. I'm thinking a flashback, maybe, during this fight. But, we'll see. Wow, 18 minutes. Good chapter. Please, hero. Please. I don't really pray. Don't troll us. Please, you can't troll Laxus. No. Don't troll him. Don't troll him. If he loses, let it be of like his father, you know, or something like that. But if he wins, make him win good. Make it be like an epic fight, you know? Alright? So anyway, it's been Bonkai922. What's your guys' thoughts? Comments below. Let's see what Hero does. Hopefully good things. If not, I might take a break or two. Me too for this. Okay? See you guys later.